Welcome to All Things Nerdy. This is the dreaded Shadow.
My name is B Major.
I'm Jason J, your friendly neighborhood crazy fox 51, and you may know
This
us.
is All Things Nerdy.
Yeah, you may, and you also may know us from a content creator group called The Buddies. Well, to be fair, this is the podcast of The Buddies. So yeah. I have a notepad that has a list of topics that we're going to be talking about in order. So
I also have the Google Doc that we made as a group.
Yeah, so we're gonna go in order on what topic is listed. So we're gonna give so the first thing that we're gonna do is give our top 10 movies and shows, and we're gonna talk about what we like and what we don't like about it. So B, because of the fact that this was your idea, you go first with the movies.
All right. I'm just gonna get my thing set up.
Ignore my Google. He's turning on the lights. All right.
It was starting to get dark in here. I had to close my blinds because the sun was gonna be blinding the camera, but then it got real dark in here, so I had to turn on the lights above me. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
I say we do top 5 to make things easier.
Yeah. All right. So, my top 5 movies of all time. I swear this list changes almost every time I walk into the theater. But at the moment, number 5 is probably going to be the Wonka movie that came out last year. That was really good. I like that one a lot. Number 4 is probably gonna be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I just really like that one. It made 2018 a really good year.
Yeah, that I agree with that.
Number 3.
It's number 3 in my list.
Yeah, it was number 3 at one point, but then it got bumped down because of a movie that came out, and I'll talk about that when I get to it. My number 3 is Big Hero 6. I just really like that movie. It's probably my favorite Disney movie of all time.
Valid choice.
Yeah, it's a valid choice, but I say it's number 2. Best modern Disney movie, in my opinion.
It is so good, but I had to put it at number 3, and it kills me, but there are 2 movies I love even more than Big Hero 6. Number 2 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Oh, it is. It blows the first one out of the water, and the first one was already a banger.
No, the worst part about it is the cliffhanger.
The only bad thing is the cliffhanger at the end.
So you're
That's
saying
the only bad thing in the whole movie.
So you're saying the movie is good, but the ending sucks.
No,
it's not that the ending sucks. The ending leads up through the third movie.
It ended with halfway point.
The third movie isn't coming out until 2026 or something. Originally, it was supposed to come out. It was originally supposed to come out sometime around this time of year. But they basically hadn't even started on it, so they were like, yeah, no, we're pushing this back. My number 1, Avengers Infinity War.
Hell yeah, give me a fist bump on that one, yeah! That's number
Hands
1
down.
for me. Alright.
Hands down, my favorite superhero movie of all time. It combines all of Marvel into one.
Except for X-Men.
Except for X-Men, but that's a different can of worms. But it combined it all into one amazing movie. There was just so much acting. There was so much good acting. There were so many funny lines, and the memes that came out of it. Oh my gosh!
Alright, I'll go next on the top movies. You already know my top 3, so I'm just gonna say my top. So I'm gonna say 5 and 4, which
I actually don't remember your top 3. Oh wait, you already talked about it. Never mind then.
Yeah, so 4.
We already talked about it.
Alright, so this is a hot take for 4. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre because it is the best slasher film that I have seen. The 1974 version.
Original. Okay, good boy. Good man.
Good boy.
He said good boy. Look at his face right now. He feels so embarrassed.
It just goes.
Why did I say that?
Hey yo, we're gonna throw that in Funny Moments 2024. That's
I bet we are. We definitely are.
We're just silly billies.
We really are.
Yeah, and number 5 is It Chapter 2.
I haven't actually seen it, so.
Bro, you need to watch It Chapter 2.
I
Watch Chapter
know.
1.
I know. Okay, I'll get around
He's just
to it.
hitting
I
you
know.
with the Did you see him? He's trying to hit you with the Dwayne Johnson eyebrow, just like.
I saw that. I was like, "Whoa, what are you trying to do, man?"
And I could also do the Bill Skarsgård Pennywise smile. Look at this. Yeah.
Pretty decent.
All right.
Pretty accurate. All right. So for shows. And
Wait, hold on.
yes, we are
Arts didn't give us.
Oh yeah.
We almost
Tyler
skipped the
didn't give
person.
his
What are we doing?
Yeah. I was about to say I'm just being swept
almost
out into the
skipped the
rug.
bird.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Give me that.
Like,
hand. Give me
You're
that
good.
hand.
You're good. Good boy now.
Can I just say my top right away?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Go for it.
Fireman, No Way Home.
Oh hell yeah, bro!
Yeah!
Hell fucking
Yeah!
yeah! Give me a fist bump.
No Way Home was actually my number 5 before,
Oh, bro.
and then I saw Wonk and it replaced it, and I was so upset.
Hey, No Way Home is the best Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, hands down.
It is amazing.
Yeah,
I
easily a
completely
10 out of 10
respect
because
that.
it has all the
Soldier or
Spider-Man,
what
bro.
that they brought back, but that was just good. It was just good.
Mhm. It was just good.
And they had the
What they
villains
did with
from
the
the
villains
past
was-
movies too, bro.
Dude, what
Yeah.
they did with the villains was actually so cool. Like he was trying to redeem them, and it looked like it was gonna work. And then his spider sense just was like, "Oh, wait a minute, I'm surrounded by villains." And
He's
then
like, the question
it
is,
went
who's gonna stab
down.
me in the back? Like that's what it was.
Now,
like.
which one's gonna
Stab me
start
in the
acting
back
like a
first.
villain first? Wait a minute, it's you.
He said,
And then it's just like, now that's no way to treat a friend.
Willem Dafoe is such a good actor. Like, I would love to meet him in person someday.
Dude, it is such a good actor.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. All right.
And it was also awesome to see the fact that you've met Matt Pat in person. Like, we posted that on the
Yes.
buddy socials.
Yes, we did. That was hella cool.
Yeah, speaking of Matt Pat, we're gonna save that topic for after our top 5 movies and shows. Alright, so what is
I like
your
how we
other-
decided to skip around a little bit, but okay.
2 to 5, what's your movies?
All right. I said No Way Home.
Yeah, you said No Way Home for 1.
I'm gonna say Shrek.
Which
Is very memorable.
That's a good
for
choice.
me.
That's a good choice.
you know what?
That's
I
a good
agree
choice.
with that. Shrek
Yeah,
is
I like
good.
that
I'll put that number
Yes,
3
good.
though.
Shrek 2 is the
We're
best
gonna put
Shrek
that at
film in
3.
my opinion.
You honestly prefer 2 over 3? I mean, over 1?
Me, I think they actually did pretty good on 2. It's just that
Yeah, they did good on 2.
I don't know why. I just think 3 is underrated.
I agree. 3 is underrated.
Yeah, underrated.
Forever After is ass in my opinion.
Forever
I
After
had that
I
on
saw
DVD and I
in
was
theaters.
like,
That one's fine. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I thought it was fine.
I just thought it was one of those. Oh, what happened after the babies are born, and what happened to all? Oh, more shenanigans was Shrek, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you said
Yeah,
Shrek
no.
for
Shrek
2.
1 is Shrek.
3,
Shrek
4,
1 is just a
5,
classic.
we're waiting for that. Let's hit us up with the hype.
Continue.
All right, number 2 slot because I put Shrek on 3.
Wait, Shrek is 3? I thought it was 2. Okay, never mind.
I thought he said 2 and he decided to put it at 3.
Yeah, I'm going out of order. I hope you guys are okay with that.
No, that's perfectly fine.
It's fine.
Okay, yeah, because I'm just trying to think of movies that are just so good. Kung Fu Panda 1,
Oh, hell yeah. Oh,
number 2 slot.
We're
Respect, brother,
we're
respect.
gonna talk about Kung Fu Panda 4 later in the podcast, and later on, so ahead of time, there is going to be some spoilers that are going to be talked about. So keep your ears away from that if you don't want spoilers when that topic comes in.
Well, we'll make
And-
sure to remind you guys again before that happens.
And for number 4, I'm gonna put that with Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. All right.
My man,
Revenge of the
Yes!
Sith is the best prequel movie. All right.
it is the best prequel movie,
Yeah, for the-
hands down.
Hey, you want to know what the best movie of all time for Star Wars is? Emperor Strikes
Which
Back.
one? That is my favorite Star Wars movie.
Same. All right, so
Dude, it is so good.
Alright, so for each trilogy for Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith is best for the prequel. Emperor Strikes Back is the best for the original. And Force Awakens was the only film that was good for the Disney trilogy.
I completely agree. The other two in the sequel trilogy were mid at best and kind of at worst. I never thought that the other two movies in the sequel trilogy were like these are like the worst movies in history. Like I didn't think that. Like I thought they were like at least decent. They were decent.
I thought they were in the okay section. I mean,
yeah, they were both okay.
One is definitely the second sequel. Definitely that was like probably the worst one of the three.
I agree. And Rise of Skywalker is like a mixture of not good and not bad. Like it's mid.
Yeah, it is. The Rise of Skywalker is the definition of the word mid.
But personally, in my opinion, the only thing that I thought was garbage about the third sequel was the fact that they just randomly just brought Palpatine back. But besides that,
the plot twist that reveals it is really bad because it was revealed in an info dump.
Yeah, I had to watch it a few times for me to understand. Oh, he cloned himself. I guess. I'm still like trying to piece it together myself. I'm like, how the hell?
That is a lazy That is a lazy explanation right there.
All right.
So let's go for the last one.
All right.
And then after the last one, I actually have one new piece of news I just found out. Like literally as I was checking my Discord notifications.
What's that?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna wait until he finishes his top 5 movies.
Oh no! If you want to say, go ahead. I kind of need a little time to think of my number 5 spot, so go ahead.
All right, this works out perfectly. So apparently, Keanu Reeves has been chosen to be the voice of Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic 3.
That is gonna go hard, man.
I was excited before, and I'm even more excited now.
Yeah, and whoever thought the idea of Idris Elba voicing Knuckles is a genius.
Dude, when I first heard that Elba was going to be Knuckles, I was like, okay, this is either going to be a really good decision or it's going to be a pretty decision. But it was a masterpiece of a decision, and I love it.
Yeah, I haven't seen Sonic 2 yet, but I want to.
Which is funny because I've seen Sonic 2, but I haven't seen Sonic 1.
I've seen both movies actually. And speaking of
Sonic,
you. And of course, though, I gotta put my number 5 slot. It's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It was good.
I respect that decision. Nice. Alright, so
yeah, I mean,
I
Sonic
personally would give that movie like an 8 out of 10. But I can totally see if people giving it higher.
Some of the shows that's in my top 5 is adaptations. Alright, so and here are my top 5 shows, and keep in mind some of them is going to be platform originals. So okay, number one right off the bat is The Last of Us, best live action adaptation that I've seen. Number 2 is Invincible.
That's a good one.
Yep. Alright, number 3 is Inuyasha, because it was a part of my childhood.
I figured you would say that.
Yep. Alright, so number 4 is what is god damn.
Describe it, maybe I can help you remember.
Yeah, we can help you.
Hang on, I need to think. Hey, you guys explain yours well, I think. I already explained my top 3. I just need.
Alright, you want us to say top 3 and then we'll finish the rest back to you?
Yes.
Okay, we can do that.
Alright, do you want me to go or you, B?
You can go first.
Alright, thank you, my kind sir.
You're welcome.
Alright, I would say at number 3, let's see. For show.
Okay, number 4 is Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Okay, there we go. 4 now. Alright, I'll go back to 3. So many good shows out there, but there's just so many originals that for the recents that are just garbage, though.
Yeah, of course, this is just my opinion on what I'm about to say. When it comes to Stranger Things, I thought season 1 was kind of boring, but it gets better season 2. But the show starts to get better in season 2, and season 2 is the best early season in my opinion, and without a doubt, season 4 is the best later season.
Okay. I think I got my number 2 slot,
which is
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh hell yeah! That's
yeah.
Let's
Dude,
You
that's
are
in my top
goated.
5 too.
It's goaded. It's just goaded.
Exactly.
It's goated. I completely
okay,
agree.
you know my top 5 shows. All right, you guys get to explain the rest. Yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Alrighty.
All right, so my top 5: Avatar: The Last Airbender. Number 4 is the
Edgerunners.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners. 3 is Inuyasha. 2 is Invincible. 1 is The Last of Us.
Mhm.
I would actually put Invincible at 4 for me. Well, I thought it was a good show. It's just that the amount of blood for that show was just over excessive.
What do you mean? Like, it's not just an ordinary
It's a
superhero show.
violent-
Like,
I know,
the storytelling is so
violent
fucking
comedy.
good.
I get it. I get
It's
it.
a really good
I get it's
adaptation.
supposed to be a rated R kind of show, kind of thing. I know.
Yeah.
It's because the comics are rated
I
R.
get
The
that,
fuck
I
you
get
mean?
I know all that. It's just that not enough cussing, too much punch in the face. Now you have like a whole bucket full of blood.
It has a
okay.
good amount of cussing. What do you mean? Like,
Okay, it was, when they cuss, it's more like for casual. Like you can barely tell they're cussing.
Okay.
you know,
Right.
So yeah, that's why I put it at number 4 for me. I'm sorry.
Alright.
yeah. If you
I
want some
can
rated R
understand that.
stuff that has significant profanity in like any sort of show, watch The Legend of Vox Machina.
All right, and for number 5, Deadpool.
Deadpool's not
not
a
a
show. It's a
show.
movie.
Oops,
No, you're good.
brain rot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're.
I don't know why. I don't know what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Brain rot. I watched too much YouTube Shorts.
Watch too many cringy TikToks. You bring.
Well,
dead.
obviously, not on purpose, but every time I slide, I have to
Yeah.
slide right away because it's automatically cringe, and I'm like, please, something that I am actually into, and not this cringy
Yeah,
brain rot.
exactly.
And then the moment I scroll again, it's like, also, do you know? I'm like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Scroll. All right. Okay.
And then you'll keep scrolling, and then all of a sudden you get giant horse pump or something.
and you're just like animal anatomy. Yeah, don't care. Swipe. No.
Care about the anatomy of a freaking horse.
Holy shit!
This is what when a turtle, you think a turtle can come out of its shell, but really you can't. Well, no shit, dipshit.
Exactly, because its shell is its body. It's a part of
Part of
its
it's like bone structure and everything. It's like
yeah, the shell is the bone structure.
Exactly. It's like what? Did you crack open a turtle? Find out what would you do?
Exactly.
Like inhumane.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. I got really.
Continue.
All right. Well, you know what? How about while I'm thinking, you start with your list, B.
Yeah. We haven't
Alrighty
heard your
then.
list yet.
That is true. You guys have not heard my list yet. All right. Let's see. Let's start with number 5. My number 5 TV show is probably going to be One Piece.
I haven't watched One Piece yet.
It's pirates. You go on a grand adventure. It's a lot of fun. I don't care if it's over 1,000 episodes long. I will finish it.
Thousands of episodes, though, my guy. That's a whole lot of.
I am already halfway in. I'm not ending now.
He's not ending until he finishes it.
I'm not
It's still
stopping yet.
going. It's still going, though. You can.
I'm
handle
going
it.
strong, brother.
Uh,
Number 4 is probably going to be Law and Order SVU.
He's in the meme.
Interesting choice. Interesting choice.
Yeah.
That's like my mom's choice as well. I'll be honest with you.
I just like true crime, and this is good. I like this. Number 3 is probably
If
Here's my
I
number
thought
3.
you'd throw out there randomly like Snapped or something.
no.
I was about to say that show was kind of.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't watched The Last Airbender in a long time. I need to refresh my memory at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to finish it
Okay.
too.
I'm gonna say a question that's very controversial. Legend of Korra for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
Avatar.
Avatar. Korra,
No, don't get me wrong.
you're a sequel that's there, but you ain't gonna
I don't think
out
Korra's
the
bad.
game.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I don't
honest.
think
I
Korra's
like both
bad.
Avatar and Legend of Korra,
But it's
but
not
I think
Avatar.
Avatar is better.
Give me 1 second. I gotta go figure out what my dog is barking at. I'll be back momentarily. And in the meantime, I'm also gonna think of my number 3, so I'll be back.
Alright, so
Alright.
while we wait for him, how much has Matt Pat's retirement impact you? Like, for me, I honestly feel bad for the Matt Pat fans, But I'm happy that there's like a new host who's doing a good job, like in respects of MatPat. And it was honestly awesome to know that B was able to meet him in person.
And for that, I congratulate him for it.
Yeah.
No one can be able to just meet people that are like mildly famous, you know, in some sense or another.
Yeah, like that. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, so I congratulate him on that.
Yeah. Okay, he's back.
I have returned, and I have my number 3.
Which is?
Number 3 is Designated Survivor.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
It's on Netflix. It's basically a giant what-if scenario within U.S. politics. There is always a designated survivor. Basically meaning that if everyone goes into one giant spot and something happens, there is a person that is not in that meeting just in case. And then they can take the role of president if the president and everyone in the ladder of succession perishes.
Hey, Jason, didn't we see this? Didn't we see this in Mr. Hurtado's class when we were in school? Designated Survivor, Mr. Hurtado. I don't know if you were there, but I was definitely there. I've seen it, bro. Yeah, like immediately he gets dragged and like make an oath, and everyone dies. Like,
hold on, what grade were you in at the time?
What?
What grade were you in at the time? And of course, B didn't go to our school because he lives in Ohio.
No,
all right, yeah. Well, I think it was like 10th or 11th grade. I think it was 10th.
Yeah, if it was 10th, then I was in. Yeah, I don't think I was your classmate at the time you were in 10th grade.
I thought you were in 9th. Because
I wasn't your classmate until 10th grade.
A year after I graduated, you graduated, right?
Yeah.
So if I was in 10th, you would be in 9th.
Yes.
Glad we figured that out.
Yeah, like...
You're not getting what I'm saying. Like,
and also, Michelle went to the same school as we did, but something that did catch me by surprise is that she went to the same middle school as John and I did, which was Waitman.
Yeah. Oh, and Michelle Penn, I knew her from elementary.
Yeah.
Impressive. Anyways, but yeah, Designated Survivor, the political show, but it's actually good politics. It's really interesting.
Okay, what's your 2 and 1?
Number 2 is Assassination Classroom. By far my favorite anime of all time. It is absolutely amazing.
I want to watch that at some point because I've heard my sister say good things about it.
You need to. It is so good, but the ending made me cry. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, there was a scene from Midnight Witch that almost made me cry, but I'm not gonna tell you. You're on your own.
No, I know. I can't wait to experience that myself.
Unless if you watched the videos where I was playing Horror Game Season 2023. Alright.
I haven't yet. And finally, my number 1 is Criminal Minds.
Alright, so...
That's a good one. I actually think that's good.
A question that I asked to Tyler a few minutes ago while you were AFK. How much has MatPat's retirement impacted you?
I mean, I'm not a huge fan, but I thought his theories were very impactful and very informational. You know, I thought, the next episode on Freddy's theories will probably be interesting. But now that I know he's retiring, I'm not going to know what the next one is. There's going to be someone else in his place. It's not going to be the same.
Yeah, it's not going to feel the same anymore.
It still has like a similar vibe because I'm pretty sure MatPat is still like MatPat's still behind the scenes as like the creative director for like all the scripts and stuff for the episodes, which is the scripter
of it, you know, like yeah.
So it'll have a very similar vibe. I actually watched like the first episode for each of the channels under the new hosts. They all they all still do a great job.
Yeah, I think
feel that MatPat vibe with the theories, and I love that.
Yeah. And MatPat is still at it with the drip game.
He's still in GT Live.
Yeah, he's still in GT Live. It's just he won't be in the theorist channels as a host anymore.
Which again, a shame.
Yeah, but Matt Pettit has definitely influenced a lot of
People
he has
over the
impacted a lot in my life. So when I heard he was retiring, I actually almost broke down in tears. Not gonna lie.
Damn, that's wild. And,
Yeah,
and
I
also-
look up to him. And besides, he grew up in my hometown, so
Oh, that's awesome!
yeah, I told you this.
Hey, and also, like, a third topic, like, something that I find awesome that CG5 did at the time that he made the song Sleep Well was that he collaborated with the creators of Poppy Playtime Mob Entertainment. And there's an Easter egg to where there's, like, a catnap plushies just hanging out by a radio, and it was just playing the chorus of the song that is going artificial facade from the front of a guy with all due the path that we tried. That, like, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And the song is pretty good. But on the part where, like, there's, like, children singing without the instrumental, it sounds creepy. Like,
It's like
I'm
the two
sorry.
girls in the hallway.
I'm looking at my friend group Discord that I'm in with a couple of my friends from work. Somebody put a Among Us plushie in one of the vents.
yeah, I have an Among Us plushie on my mic as a souvenir.
No. They put a plush into an air vent.
That's why I was laughing at
That
this part
among-
over here.
Dude,
I knew.
This guy's the imposter. He vented.
Oh, he's
Lights in the vents. Everything vented.
He vented.
Red vented. He sus.
Bro, if there's a picture, please send that to me. I want to see it for myself.
Oh, there is. I am going to send you this image right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right? The event.
And
of
also, like, so from last month, at the time of recording this podcast episode, Fantasy's Virtual Darkness recently had its 3-year anniversary. And what I did in celebration at the time was that I hosted a community night. And it was fun. Look. And when it comes to, like, and I did, like, bring some hype for the other for, like, 4, and there's, like, 4 sagas that the universe is gonna have. Like, I have a list on my phone, hold up. Alright, so, look at this. If you'll pay attention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Left to right.
Oh yeah, you
is-
showed me that.
Yeah, I
you told
showed
me
that to you in person. Like, and left to right
Yeah.
in a zigzag is the order on how the Fantasy's Virtual Darkness lore is gonna go.
Yeah, he showed me both pages.
Yeah. Alright, so here's the Diaronin Legend Saga. The top titles is the prequel trilogy, and the bottom is the epilogue trilogy. And the 4 titles over here is the original trilogy. This is the Horrors of
You
History
mean-
Saga. What about it?
I think you said the original trilogy in the middle, but there's 4 in the middle.
Yeah. Aftermath is
That's
part
not a trilogy.
Aftermath is part 2 Aftermath is part 2 the first story.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just needed to clarify that. Alright. Horrors of History
Yeah, okay.
Saga. Oh, wrong way. Midgardian Thrill Saga. And Mirror Gates Dimensions. In which the question is, which saga are you guys looking forward for the most? Oh.
Well, I have now answered this question a total of 3 times. I'm still looking forward to the rest of the Fantasy Virtual Darkness series.
Yeah, the rest is
Like the first saga and the second saga are probably the 2 I'm really looking forward to the most.
So you're looking forward to the rest of the Diaronin Legend saga.
Yeah, the rest of the saga.
Which speaking of that, without giving too much away, what do you have planned for Tengu the Twilight?
A lot. I have a lot planned.
Well, at least try
It is
without giving too much away.
And
at
I
least try
actually-
to give some details.
So, Tango the Twilight is basically a sequel to Fantasy Virtual Darkness, but it's from like it's basically is the first story of the Guardians adventures, basically.
Yeah. So
Tango is what a member of. Nope, you could continue.
Yeah. In canon, Tengu the Twilight is the beginning of the epilogue trilogy.
Anyways, but yeah, Tango the Twilight is the first member of the
Guardians of the Mirror Gate.
Yes.
Well,
that has their own story at this point.
Yes.
His story is a dark fantasy with hints of science fiction mixed in for good measure. To get a little bit more diversity, you know. But there's a lot of like twists and turns, plot twists. Could be anywhere, left or right. You never know if one of your favorite characters could be trying to betray you. And you never know if your best friend is really your enemy. For all you know, you could be the enemy. He's not.
Yeah,
he's not. But yeah, I'm also planning on bringing back a lot of characters from Fantasy Virtual Darkness. I actually made a little tease to one of the big ones that is coming back soon.
Yeah, and
so that'll be cool.
Yeah, the only hint that you're gonna get is that the character is an angel from the original trilogy of the Th1ngs Legend Saga.
That's all you're getting.
Yep, and
but I do also bring in one other character in a quick gag because I think it's funny, and then just not having them appear for the rest of the story. Because, like I said, it's a gag, and I think it's funny.
And then he's gonna come back for Paranormal Slayer 2.
If you want to know a little bit more about some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, I have some quick shorts.
Alright, so
made.
Alright, so the question. So, like, what would you rank all of the villains from worst to best?
I think it crashed. Oh no! I hope they can hear me.
They can hear you.
Because they aren't moving on my screen. What's happened?
I'm just doing a little dance just to do a test.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no, what happened here? No!
What happened? B's just rocking out a raglan right now.
Okay, I'm good.
I mean, you were kind of lagging a little bit on my end too, so...
Yeah, you guys cut out, like, you guys froze for me, so... Anyways, but what part of me cut out, if at all?
Oh. Okay. So,
anyways, but if you guys want to see a little bit more about some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, by some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, I mean, basically, very short and brief points of the story, go check out my TikTok and / my YouTube shorts, because I have some information there.
Yep. So he's pretty much just giving teasers on what is going to happen throughout the rest of the events of the story. And when it comes, and my question is, who is the best villain from the original trilogy of the Th1ngs Legend Saga in your opinion?
The best one from the original trilogy, in my opinion, Shark. He was the first one that we ever had, and he is probably my favorite.
Yeah, like...
There is another one that is a very close second, but I'm not going to talk about it.
It's Ryder.
One of... He knew it immediately, okay.
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. Like, you said it yourself. Ryder is the second best villain in the Th1ngs Legend Saga. And, like, the plot twist that I gave him before the final fight explains a lot onto how he knows the true identity of the protagonist.
Yep.
Yeah, and
I agree for Kynos because I helped create him.
Yep.
He is my child, and I love him.
But can you do like a little charade on like how your reaction was from when you saw the plot twist?
Okay, so I was like just reading it, and I was like, okay, writer, what?
That
Very
face.
over exaggerated.
Maybe not that extreme, but I was definitely like, what?
Yeah,
You were like-
I planned that plot twist for 2 years. Like,
That was
I have planned that
unnecessary.
plot twist since 2022.
Wow. Okay. Jeez, you've been playing that one for a while.
Yeah, I've been planning that one for a while. And you want to know how Ryder has 2 names?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I don't think I told Tyler this, but I'm gonna say it for in case if I didn't. How Ryder has 2 names is because Ryder was the name he was given by his blood parents in birth, and there's another name that people know him as, which I will not spoil. Well, but there's another name that people know him as from when he was adopted. So B, do you want to explain the origin story, or can I?
We can do it.
Alright, so basically, like, Ryder's origin story is that Echo was that the father's from the Dark Realm and the mother is not. So this means that Ryder is half Diaronin, half human. But some fragments of the Diaronin side died from when he sacrificed himself against Karkanos. And the family was attacked, but the dad stayed behind to protect the mother from Echo, and they fought to the death, and Echo wins, and Ryder from when he was a baby was well hidden and runs for her life in the alleyway, but there are assassins that hunt her down, and she gets brutally slaughtered by them. And next thing you know, the assassins get arrested for assault and murder, which means that Echo betrays his oath as a guardian. Not as a guardian of Dairoth, as a guardian of the Mirror Gate. So that's why Tengu is Echo's replacement.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when Echo gets resurrected, don't expect him to do work as a guardian of the Mirror Gate.
Nope, not at all.
Yep, because he betrayed his oath in his old life, he ain't gonna have it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like, when Ryder comes back, he's gonna be semi-immortal. But there's like a scene that I thought of for Legend of the Night Stars is like a scene where Ryder tries to fight who corrupted him from his life as a Dark Realm warrior, but fails the first time, but the second time he gets help by the main characters of the story. Which is why that Legend of the Night Stars is going to be a part of the Mirror Gates Dimension Saga. Because there's going to be 3 dimensions, which is Midgard, Lopi, and Dairoth. And the Dairoth part is so that we get to see, like, what the fight is going to be like with what's left from the Dark Realm.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like good vengeance over who corrupted him.
Yes, it is gonna be fun vengeance, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like when Kratos from
God of
War got vengeance on Zeus for basically turning his life upside down.
Exactly.
It basically is the exact same thing, yeah.
Yeah, and also each row is going to be characters who's inspired by the Greek version of Kratos, but the one god who's not going to be evil during the events of Blue Spartan is Poseidon. Because Poseidon sees through the schemes that Zeus has when it comes to Pandora's box.
Because he's about water, and water signifies purity. And his mind is purified from all the corruption.
And after the corruption is fought, that means Poseidon lets people like be the new gods of Olympus, but they do a job that is a lot better than the old ones did. Which if Jax and Rose wanted to connect Tainted Olympus, I think that would be a sick plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And Jax and Rose, if you're listening or watching this, there is no pressure or if you don't want to, it is just an idea. So yeah. Anyways, Mortal Kombat 1. So so we're gonna talk about Peacemaker and then Ermac. So, and based on what I've heard and seen some feedback on about Peacemaker, like I've seen some mixed opinions. Like I've heard people say that he's a pretty good character in Mortal Kombat 1, and there's some people that say that he's better off in Injustice because he's a DC character. But keep in mind about that for those who say that he's an Injustice. The Suicide Squad and the Peacemaker show is gruesome as hell, and Peacemaker as a character, it is vulgar when it comes to the profanity.
Yeah. Also, he's played by John Cena.
Yeah, and Peacemaker,
which is kind of cool.
And there's some people that think Peacemaker's a new character, but he's not. He's existed since 1966.
It's just that he hasn't been relevant in any DC media for a while.
Exactly.
But then they brought him back, and now he's relevant.
And I'm only one episode in on the Peacemaker show. Well, halfway through episode 1 but when it comes to the Suicide Squad movie, that one is a lot better than the first one. The first one was ass, and the second one is 10 times better.
I haven't seen the second one.
You need to watch the second one. It is so goddamn good.
I missed my chance.
Yeah, the first one was pretty much like a... The first one wasn't very good, to be honest.
Yeah, I've seen it. I was like... and then after I saw that, I was like, second one... I don't know about watching it now to the point where I just missed out on it because of how bad the first one was.
Yeah, the first one was really bad. But on the positive note, when it comes to the second movie, Margaret Robbie's performance was pretty good in the second movie. Like, I haven't watched Birds of Prey yet, but I don't plan on it because I have not heard good things about it.
I don't plan on watching Birds of Prey, but for like a different reason. It just doesn't seem appealing to me.
And when it comes to Ermac as a character, like, I was upset from when he didn't make it to Mortal Kombat 11. And from when he came back from Mortal Kombat 1 as a DLC character, like, I liked his design, I just didn't like his face. And NetherRealm was like, alright, let's wait until the DLC is out to give him a mask. And they did pretty well with the mask design. Like, Ermac looks 10 times better with the mask. And his fatality from the trailer is really good. I am excited to see what the second fatality is. And I was like, okay, as long as Ermac is in either as a base character or a DLC character, I'm happy he's in the roster in some sort. Because he's my favorite Mortal Kombat ninja.
Oh, so he is a ninja, okay.
Yeah, Ermac has been a Mortal Kombat ninja since MK3.
Well, I don't really play Mortal Kombat, so I don't know.
Me personally know, again, about the Suicide Squad. Deadshot and Harley Quinn carry the whole thing.
Yeah, they honestly do, but in the second one, Bloodsport carries the movie. Because Idris Elba was really good. And something that did catch me by surprise was that the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie and the second Suicide Squad film has the same director, which is James Gunn.
Oh yeah, it does!
Yeah, I was like, okay, James, I feel like you... Like,
James was cooking something.
You know the Suicide Squad game that came out recently?
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, have you thought about playing it?
Yeah. Like, I don't really know a whole lot about this topic, but it's sad to see that Rooster Teeth is no longer going to be a thing.
Oh, yeah. I keep reminding myself because it's sad.
Like, something I do enjoy for Rooster Teeth is the show Ruby. Like, I'm 2 seasons in the show, and it's pretty good. And I've made some and there has been jokes that I've made saying that it's VTuber stuff because of the animation style.
It kind of is VTuber stuff, yeah.
I mean, compared to most anime, it's kind of off with how they... Like compared to most anime, it's like 2D, and then it's... Okay, sure. All I'm saying is the animation is off compared to most anime. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, and
yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so on the topic of like what the Halloween season is going to be, there's a good question that I want to ask you guys if you know a North American company called Spirit Halloween, which is based on the themes that we've had throughout this decade, which we've had an Island 2020, a Factory 2021, a Laboratory 2022, and 2023, which was last year, which is a cemetery. What are your predictions on what you think the theme is going to be for the in-store experience?
Well, then this is going to be interesting.
I think they're gonna have
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah, if they do a temple theme, I would be happy to see it.
Because or an ancient form of horror. Like old horror, like very old
horror?
Like horror that like from the ancient past kind of thing, like it was so scary that if it was here in the present day, you would be scared shitless kind of thing.
And when the Fantasy's Virtual Darkness titles is an adaptation, like something I would love to see happen for Paranormal Slayer is for it to be like a Japanese horror game that is Souls-like in hack and slash. And I'm honestly thinking to myself, what would be a good jump scare for the first attack for the beginning of Paranormal Slayer 1 when it comes to the attack against the fire element school? Like, the jump scare is just gonna... Like something I want to do for, like, the first jump scare is have something attack Yoru of some sort. But I don't know exactly what yet.
Kind of like a zombie coming out of nowhere jumping at your partner.
Or it could also be a demon. Because there is going to be Japanese folklore involved in Paranormal Slayer.
Or like a vampire of some sort. Just straight up...
A vampire wouldn't make sense.
Or, I don't know, like some sort of creature that just dashing and then just straight up out of the shadows, body out, tackling your partner, bring him into the shadow, and then straight up eat him. I don't know, something like that.
He's not going to be eaten. Yoru's going to try to fight back because he's in training at the time.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Sorry for twilighting the shit out of it.
It's all good. Alright, anyways, for Trends World Halloween, like, I honestly think that this year was, like, pretty good. And when it comes to, I've done, like, reviews on the animatronics in my IRL channel, which is Jason J. Like, I've gave my opinions on each animatronic by giving them a scale of 1 to 10. Like, with Poison Props, their booth is better than last year, because their booth from last year was a mess, but this year's looks better, and the theming honestly looks really good. And when it comes to other stuff, and when it comes to other booths, like Distortions Unlimited, it went all out with their booth, and War's costumes, I feel like that they could have been better with their booth, in my opinion, but their animatronics are good nonetheless.
Sounds like a banger.
Yeah. Like, and something that caught me by and something I didn't expect was that Distortions Unlimited did some animatronics to where it's dinosaurs. which it's not really a Halloween thing, but it is a good thing to have for like some sort of attraction. That could be like an
thing. I keep forgetting they're making a Knuckles TV show.
Oh, I see. I've seen the trailers and stuff of that.
Yeah, the trailers. I keep forgetting about it, to be honest, but I'm excited.
Same. But I mean, it looks pretty silly with the whole ignorant Knuckles thing and the whole doofus police officer thing, where it's like, oh yeah, yeah, let's do this, Knuckles, and Knuckles like, no.
Hey, do you want to know an adaptation
that
I'm willing to give a chance
on
to?
April 26th on Paramount Plus. So if you have Paramount Plus, you might want to give it a look.
Do you want to know an adaptation that I'm willing to give a chance to?
What?
Fallout.
Dude, I've heard so many good things about the Fallout TV show.
Yeah, to be honest, the trailers look good. And if the creatures are done right, then it has some good potential to, like, be a nominee for Best Adaptation in the Game Awards. And to be honest, like, back at 2023, I voted Super Mario because I haven't watched The Last of Us. And from when I finished The Last of Us, my exact reaction was, I can see why it won Best Adaptation for last year. And I'm gonna be surprised if it wins again this year. Well, I'm not gonna be very... Well, not surprised, but you get what I mean. And
yeah, on Paramount... Oh, sorry, continue.
You go.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. It was quiet for quite a while, so I thought, I want to throw in something. Alright. It was about the Paramount Plus show, that Halo show. I wish I could see that.
Oh, yeah.
Do not watch it. I have not heard good things about it. It sucks. The game.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, people talk shit about the Paramount Plus adaptation of Halo.
Wow, haters gotta hate, man. What the frick?
Too many haters for too many.
That's because the adaptation is not good. The games are better, based on what
I mean. I know the one thing that's like not making me want to watch it is the fact that they make Master Chief like not a character. Like he literally takes his helmet off almost in every episode. It sounds like.
Sounds like he gets a breather then.
He does get a breather, but like
I think that's great.
Yeah, and when it comes to Order of the Amethyst Oak, we were originally going to start the campaign April 7th, but I got turned down on learning how to be a dungeon master, which sucked.
Did you say what?
And then I talked to one of our friends who is a DM. And then asked him what we should do, and then he basically gave me like a whole one-page essay about what being a DM is about. And then I sent
me a DM, and he asked and then I sent him a screenshot that answers all 3 questions that he had.
And which he responded, and then I sent it crazy.
Yeah. And one thing that was wild at the time was that somebody managed to do an RCE exploit on Apex Legends, and I thought it was the whole anti-cheat that was suffering, but Easy Anti-Cheat confirmed on their Twitter that there was nothing wrong with the anti-cheat, it was just Apex that was having issues.
It was just Apex, which is funny because it was happening in the middle of this huge Apex tournament too.
Yeah, that's just... Yeah... And
you don't do that, man.
They had to delay the tournament because of the situation.
I know.
The one time something bad would happen to their game, it had to have been during a whole ass online tournament.
Exactly. And I quit. And this was for the best for me. I quit Apex Legends from when I figured that out.
I haven't played Apex Legends in like 8+ years though, so
yeah, and
not a problem for me.
And like I think it was either 2 months ago or last month, but I quit Battle Royale as a genre because there's been a few times where I almost got toxic from when I was raging.
I could attest to that.
And I like my mental health and sanity, so I ain't
we like sanity. Sanity is great.
Yeah, and And when it comes to DA games, like he recently had like a DA knockout for the first time in a year, which they were playing Space Cadet Pinball, which is a browser game based on what I know of, and they had the whole DA crew. Like they've had the classics, Will Ryan, which is the main guy of DA games. They've had Chris, Chrissy, and Sean, and apparently the person who animates the lyric videos of the songs of DA games is there also, and they did a collab with somebody named Salty DK Dan, which I don't really know the guy very much.
I recognize that name. I don't think I've seen many of his videos, but I recognize the name.
And something that, and from when I first watched it, the Will's Brilliant Rules part made me laugh. He said, "Fuck it, you're the meal now," and pours the water on himself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mamma mia.
Alright, and last topic is Kung Fu Panda 4. And like what we said earlier, there is going to be some stuff that is going to contain spoilers, so you're going to want to skip this chapter if you do not want to hear the spoilers.
Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning.
Yeah, spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning! Please turn away!
Or just skip to the next chapter if you're watching the YouTube video.
Run away.
No, run away.
Run away as fast as you can.
Alright. NB, have you seen Kung Fu Panda 4?
No. I have not, which is why I'm gonna do this.
Okay, he's dipping. Okay, that's a good decision for him to make. Alright, so... Alright, so once again, spoiler warning for Kung Fu Panda 4. Alright, so... Like, to be honest, like, from when we watched the movie, like, I was happy to see that the original villains from the original trilogy came back, but I am pissed with how criminally underused they were in the films. Well, in the film, Kung Fu Panda 4. And Chameleon's defeat was so bad. Like, the fight was fun, but the ending of the fight was bad.
Like, the whole process of it was fun, but when it got to the ending, it's like... Womp womp. It was like, flop.
Yeah,
it was like, why?
Yeah, it flopped at the end, bro. Like, and
it flipped like a pancake.
like the first fight, the first Poe versus Zhen fight, like, that was fun. Like, that was a good fight. And, like, from when Poe, and from the scene to where it looks like that Poe fell to his death, I was like, oh, don't tell me this is the end of Poe. And then from when I saw that he managed to grab a branch in time, I was like, oh, thank God he survived.
Oh, yeah, when I first saw that scene, I was like, there's no way they're gonna kill the Poe. They ain't gonna kill Poe. I know they ain't. There's gonna be some comedic effect. And then 3 seconds later, I see he's on a tree branch, and I'm like, what did I say? They ain't gonna kill the big guy himself. They ain't gonna do it.
And,
especially halfway through the movie.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, it honestly sucked on how the Furious 5 was not able to be in the movie, but it was smart of them to give context on why they were not in the movie, which was that they were in a mission. Like, I don't remember the exact missions they were on the top of my head, because
I remember Mantis was just trying to make sure his wife ain't biting off his head, something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and one of them I think was liberating a colony or something. I don't know, something like that. They were all doing important missions, but Mantis was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to keep my bride from eating my head."
and of course, like, when it comes to like, it was good to, like, see them, like, come back from the mission to help train Shen in the end of the movie.
Yeah, at the end credits. Yeah, I mean, it was a little appetizer, little dessert after the movie. You know, it was a nice little dessert after the movie.
Yeah, and of course, like, Aquafina, which I know she's voiced Sisu from Raya and the Last Dragon. I think she did pretty good as Jen.
Yeah.
And of course, like, funny. Based on what Th1ngs told me, this is gonna be the last film that Jack Black is gonna be voicing Poe in. Because... Which,
because he's gonna be off of Poe, I'm gonna say for the OG Poe now, R.I.P. my guy. You'll be missed.
Yeah, Jack Black, if you're listening to this, you have done very well as Poe, and you will forever be missed as the role of Poe.
You were in our childhood hearts, and you still are now.
Yep.
You have been the light in our fat panda exteriors.
And and in our adulthood, he's also the voice of Bowser.
Which we saw that, and if you're watching Jack Black, we love that too.
It's from living room display. Are you awake?
I'm awake. What is going on?
Ignore that audience.
Yeah, ignore that audience.
My eyes are just like, whoa.
Alright.
Ignore.
So, and of course, like, I honestly thought the Chameleon was the lamest villain when it comes to Kung Fu Panda as a series.
The best part about the villains at all in the movie is the fact that Tai Lung had like an actual appearance and actually had a slight fight scene with Chameleon and her army.
And I was honestly upset with how underused Tai Lung was. Like, he honestly deserved he honestly deserves a better spotlight.
But to be fair, he did get more of a role than the other two villains.
Which,
to be fair,
yeah, I feel like they should have had as much of a spotlight as Tai Lung did.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, Tai Lung. He's the coolest villain in Kung Fu Panda in general.
Yeah, he's
but the other two to be
always remain as the best antagonist of the Kung Fu Panda films.
Mm-hmm.
And it honestly upsets me with how Lord Shen and Kai did not talk once in the film. But at least they gave some dialogue to Tai Lung, and they brought back the old voice actor for him, and he still does very good as Tai Lung. Like, he sounds badass.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, like, Kai, for someone who is technically stronger than Poe, because Poe didn't beat you technically without fully learning Chi in the spirit realm from the third movie. Exactly. So the fact that you got like tongue extracted by the chameleon in like 3 seconds, like you were nothing but a freaking dessert or something, you like, that was just disappointing.
That was disappointing, and it's the same case of Lord Shen, very disappointing. But the foreign to where she like looks like every single character at once, like it looks like, I agree with Poe, it is disturbing but awesome.
Yeah, it's like a mix of everything. Bro, it looked like Columbo. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, like, imagine if Akuma from Paranormal Slayer 1 looked like that, but a lot more menacing. Like,
a lot more fangs, a lot more detail, a lot more scary.
Just, like, have, like, tortured souls, just, like, have, like, the victims who was tortured in hell, like, around his chest. Like, arms, legs, torsos, heads, like... That would be so terrifying.
Yeah, like imagine like a chain of souls wrapped around you every part.
Yeah, we're done talking about Kung Fu Panda 4 spoilers, so you're safe.
You are good. You are spoiler.
Okay. Sweet. So, while I was waiting for you guys, while I was waiting to just come back in, I decided to look at Instagram, and I found something, and I was like, oh, damn, I messed up one of my top 5s from earlier. So, I need to change that.
What have they done to your baby boy or girl?
What?
So, I need to move my top 3 down a peg, and insert a new number 3.
Do you have a list?
No. I don't. I'm just
Fire away,
I'm just
dude.
coming up
Fire
with these off
away.
the top of my head. So, my number 5, which was One Piece, is no longer on the board, and I'm sad. My number 4, which was SVU, Law and Order SVU, that's number 5. My number 3, which was Designated Survivor, which is now my number 4. My new number 3 is River Monsters. Neither of you guys seem to know what that is.
No, it's like one of those crocodile
Okay.
shows. It's like one of those Outback shows, right?
No. This is a fishing show, basically.
Oh,
It was on
now I think I've heard of it. Now I just had to think.
Yeah.
From it.
It was on Animal Planet. It had 9 seasons. It's so good,
I
man.
need to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Cool, we'll hear that.
still
I guess we'll
recording.
talk about Rivermont. Perfect. But for anyone at home who is unsure what River Monsters is,
It's like a documentary about the fishing and how some of the creatures underwater can be very dangerous and stuff.
basically, but I wouldn't say. Yeah, it kind of is like a documentary. Yeah, it's this show.
Yeah, it's about the scary world of fishing, scary creatures that live under the water.
It's hella cool. I'll show Crazy that image when he comes back. Maybe then I'll realize.
Hey, just a random question out there, seeing as you're also an anime watcher. Have you seen Chivalry of a Failed Knight?
I have not, but it's on my to watch list. Which,
you are missing
speaking
out,
of,
my guy. You're
my
missing out.
to watch list is like 2,000 anime long. I know, I'm definitely exaggerating. It's not 2,000, but it feels like it. There's a lot there.
Alright, what were you guys talking about while I was gone?
Oh, I was just asking him a question about if you watched an anime, and he was talking about one of his shows.
Gotcha.
Anyways, but yeah, crazy. This is River Monsters.
Why does it look like a horror show?
It's not.
The art style makes it look like it could be.
Yeah, that fish Joe do looking kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, you want to know a show that I used to watch back from when I was co-parented?
Sure, what?
Forged in Fire.
Oh, that's a good one.
And of course, like, my question to you guys is, who is somebody that you would want to do a podcast episode with someday for by time when we have guests for future episodes? I can name one person. Like, there's one person I'm gonna name, but the other, I'm gonna save that thought for the Halloween season.
Mm-hmm.
And that person is Official Saiyan. B's taking time to process.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I want to say what the person I want could introduce, but I'm thinking it's very unrealistic, and you know what, he would just join us.
Who?
Jim Carrey, just out of randomness.
If we're lucky
I
enough.
love him. Great actor, but not a chance.
Yeah, not a chance he's coming
Yeah, not a
here.
chance.
I'm like, that's why I said unrealistic. That's why I said.
Completely.
There would be a rare chance that we could probably get Moist Critical in there because he lives in the same state as me. And the thing that he and I have in common is that we're both Tampa kids. And for privacy reasons, I will not say what city I live at currently.
Fair.
He's taking the time to think. I have a ping. That's it.
I honestly don't know who I would want to invite.
Do you want to do the outro or no? Because I feel like that we've gotten all the topics out of the way.
Yeah, we went over all the topics. That's all the topics done.
Yep.
Yeah, the rest would be just casual talk.
Yeah, the rest would be casual talk, so I say that we end the podcast episode.
Actually, wait. I have one more topic I would like to discuss with you. It probably won't even last like 5 minutes at most. But did either of you guys go to see Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2?
No.
No.
Okay, you guys missed out on one of the best horror movies of the year. It's good. It was good.
I heard a lot of backlash on it though.
I've heard people say that Blood and Honey 2 is better than Blood and Honey 1, and based on what I've seen, I agree.
Better. It's far better. So basically, Blood and Honey 1 is canonically a movie in Blood and Honey 2. Mm-hmm.
To be fair, when I looked at the Winnie the Pooh horror movie, I don't know why, but it gave me the Purge vibes.
Kind of though, yeah. But it's a slasher thriller. It's good. It was really good. I went to go see it with my friend. It was good. I really liked it, but I just barely didn't make it into my top 5.
Mm.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Gotcha. So yeah, anyways, that is it for All Things Nerdy episode 3.
Like I said, not even 5 minutes. I knew it wasn't even gonna last 3 minutes.
To be honest, like, I'm happy that we were finally able to record episode 3. So for those who
it took over a month.
It took.
Why did it take so long to record this one?
Our schedules suck. We're sorry about that, but
very true.
We'll try to be better at it, and of course, with Tengu to Twilight, each chapter is gonna come out once a month, so that
hopefully.
And speaking of that, if you can like give me details without giving too much away, so that I can reference it for Paranormal Slayer 1, that would be appreciated.
You got it.
Gotcha. So yeah, you guys can do the outro, because.
Alrighty then. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for us. Thank you guys for sticking around and listening to this entire podcast, plus just talking about things that have been happening basically within the past month and a half, really.
Mm-hmm.
This was fun to make. We had a lot of fun moments at the start, and then it progressively died down. But you know what? That's fine. We like having a chill video every once in a while. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, we like being serious and fun. A mix of both.
There's a nice balance, and we hit that balance perfectly.
And we're gonna have more buddies content later on throughout the year.
Mm-hmm. So stick around for that. That'll be fun.
And also, let's throw in a little sneak peek on what we're gonna have for a merch drop. I'm not gonna specify what, so we're gonna have to wait until the video's out. But here's a drop on what we are going to expect for a piece of merch. And if it is the Pride Month merch, then it is going to be live June 1st to July 1st. And if it's the 2-year anniversary merch, it is going to be live July 1st to August 1st. So yeah.
And honestly, I'm excited for them.
This has been All Things Nerdy. We bid you adieu.
Yeah.
Adios.
Muchacho.
Thank you for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.